This video was brought to you by Markus Bil, Elbilmek, ABRP, Stormberg, Kempower and Bilkomponenter. Yo, what's up? Today we are at Bilkomponenter at the cleavage. And with me I have Sivert. We're gonna do some installation on the Highland. You guys recognize, oh shit, it's getting dirty now. But okay, anyway, so look at the cool product now. So we will install a LEDbar. This is interesting. Sivert, can you just show where it will be placed then, roughly?
We'll take off this frame around here, and then this will basically just go over here instead.
That looks awesome. It's integrated in the license plate
holder, yeah.
Wait, is it Swedish?
Yeah.
Strands. Wow. Okay. Oh, I can't wait to see that, because you know that the headlights on the Highland is not the greatest. We need add-on. How much does it cost?
It's around 2,400 Norwegian crowns.
Huh? That's it?
Yeah.
Wow. A lot cheaper than what we tried before. Let's see if it can actually perform then. Okay. And then also another thing we'll install?
We'll install some mud flaps. It's a new improved version, which has it's plastic here, but then it has rubber here, so it doesn't break off. It actually bends instead of breaking off.
Okay, and then compared to what we had here, this is something...
This is the older version we had, which is a little bit cheaper, but it's just plastic, so it tends to break off here or up in the mount here, because it's just stiff and snow gathers in here.
Oh yeah, so you guys have seen this previously. This is not Tesla original?
No, it's from us.
Okay.
But yeah, the snow adds up and ice and stuff, and then it breaks off, and then sometimes these breaks as well.
Can we compare one of these? Let me see, which side is this? Can we compare it to Tesla's original? That side?
It's this side.
Okay, so see, that's the original from Tesla.
And this will be...
Okay, so it seems a bit bigger.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger, higher up, so it'll take more of the dirt.
Okay, and also Tesla only comes with the front, but we also install in the back. The purpose of the back is that you don't kick rocks and stuff on the cars behind you. So if you're selfish, I mean, you are already selfish by driving Highland, because you don't use turn signal in the roundabout, and unless you have sexy button, then you actually also hug the left lane anyway on the motorway. But at least you will have the mud flaps.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Well, all right. Which one do we start with?
We'll start with the LED bars, and so everything else can dry off.
Okay.
And then we'll take the mud flaps at the end.
Yeah, speaking of drying off, let me check on this. We touched that side a bit. See what if you see here, you see that? I don't know what's up with the mud flaps. They tend to gather snow, and they don't fall off.
No, that's just mud flaps. You can't really... It will be a little bit better here, but because it's rubber, so you can just easily get it off, but it'll still gather there. But that's just mud flaps. But at least it gathers here and not coming off on the rest of the car.
Yeah, okay. Because now we take out the front first. Oh, this is the first time I'm going to see what it looks like in the Highland. So yeah, there we have the heat pump with some soundproofing around it and some dampening. Yeah, that's the super manifold. And the battery. Wait, is this the lithium battery?
Yeah.
Tiny.
Very.
Yeah, okay. And then we just have to enter here somewhere, right?
Yeah, we'll pull the cable up under here, and then pull it through, connect to the 12 volt, ground, and then the headlight. So we'll just have to not take it off, but to make it loose so we can get the cable underneath here. So that's the tank for the washer fluid.
Huh. Interesting new placement.
Yeah.
But I like it. Previously it was around here somewhere, kind of clumsy. But yeah, maybe it gets some leftover heat from the engine. I'm just kidding. Okay, it's loose.
Yeah.
It's loose. Oh, okay. You just tuck it on the side.
Nice and loose, so we'll just put it up so we can get to the rubber ender here. So the rubber grommet will pull the cable through.
Okay, there are some hoses there, but we just leave them intact.
Yeah, we'll want to take anything off. We'll just move it to the side at the moment.
Okay, when we initially mentioned the price, it was really low, but that was only for the LEDbar.
Yeah, that's just the LED bar. But you also need a ALC to get the light to actually turn on when the headlights or the long beam turns on. So for the package with the LEDbar and the ALC is 4,000. And then with if you want to mount it yourself, you can do it, or if you want us to mount it for you, it's 6,300.
Yeah, 600. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll show you here that it's called Nuke E-line. So but if you can hold me,
yeah.
You see that it pulls 82 watts. So you know, in comparison to the Laser Elite 18, I tried. I love that one. That one pull around 125 watts. So and also in lumen here, the actual lumen 7,800 versus the Laser Elite is
30,005.
Yeah. So you see that the Laser is roughly 50% more powerful, and also when it comes to the spread here. There's also another version. What is it called again? Laser Elite
Plus.
Plus, yeah. And then okay, if you hold it for me. So Sondre, he's not here right now, but he explained that the Laser Elite, if you look at the spread here, you see we have 100 meters there and so on. There's Marcus. Yeah. Well, but anyway, so back to this one. So yeah, what do you get for the price? The Laser Elite Plus, it has roughly twice the spread is like this something. It's just insane. Yeah. And also the Laser Elite 8 whatever plus. How many lumens was that then?
21,000 on full blast.
21,000. Oh, that's more than twice than this. But the price on the Laser Elite Plus 18 Plus is
11,000 something.
Yeah, just for the
LEDbar.
And then it was around 14,000 including installation.
Yeah.
So it's more than twice as expensive, but
it is
really, really strong.
It is very strong, and you have four modes. You have normal white light, then you have white e-boost light, and then you also have white and yellow light.
Interesting.
So you have. So we also mount a switch. You can sit in the car and switch through the modes.
Yeah, there is one mode where you are approved. Like it conforms with some of the laws.
Yeah.
So you can use it in Denmark or something.
Yeah.
But in the deep forest of Norway, you fire up everything maximum. But also another thing I noticed here is that color temperature here is 5,000 Kelvin. I wonder if it will look cold, because I believe that these are not 5,000 Kelvin, maybe around 4,000.
Yeah.
They don't look that cold.
And I believe Laser is a little bit warmer as well.
So we'll see how it goes. Initially, I might not like it because of the color temperature, but I have to test it.
But,
yeah.
Bjørn, what I was thinking is here, if we take this there and we take the original roof rack, and we can have the laser, one laser here.
Yeah.
You can have like the A, or you have the B, like you have the whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see. Okay, you found it. This is the spread for the Elite Plus. Yeah. Huh. So it well, you know, in a way, yeah, it has a longer reach, but in my head, what I need is that flat curve. You know, I want that nice penis shape here. You know? So that's what matters. It doesn't matter too much if there's a tiny little bit of over there, right?
So now we're just mounting the ALC, just gluing it with the double-sided tape here, or taping it, pulling the wire up here, and then we're going to mount it to the 12-volt outlet here. The cable here is quite long, so we can leave the LEDbar here, push it through here, and then you have a rubber grommet here. So just push it in and up through, and then we're gonna pull it up through the contact here.
Also, Tesla already prepared this for add-ons. They already knew that the light, the original light, was not that strong. Because the LEDbar has been installed. We're gonna test it now if it works. Oh,
there we go.
Okay, okay.
So we always test it before we mount it, just to check that it's actually working.
So you guys are drilling some extra holes here.
Yeah, because this one is only mounted with 2 screws in the middle, so you can see here it's really loose.
Oh.
So we actually got to get it to be a little more sturdy. So we drill pre-drill, and then we set some screw through both.
Okay. Yep. Sounds like a good idea, since that LEDbar also adds some weight.
Yeah. So now we're just going to check that it's
level. Right?
Yeah, level and going straight forward. So we have our little device here. We can now see it's just around 0.4, 0.3
degrees.
Yeah, degrees. So we usually use this and put it all the way to 0. So I'm going to do some tweaks and put it all the way to 0.
Because now we stripped all the stuff.
Yeah, stripped up the wires, put the connectors here so it's easier to get to. Tape that, and then we're going to strip up these as well, so they don't water don't get into the contact and corrodes them.
You'll notice here, this is aluminium piece. It is really sharp there. Let me try a piece of paper here and test how sharp is this. Oh shit! Oh, that is a proper knife right there. So if you just happen to work down here somewhere, be careful, right? Ooh.
All right, we're going to put everything back. Just make sure to connect the light underneath here, and then there we go. Super easy. That's just 4 bolts holding everything in. And you have a cover here for okay.
Oh, finally! You see, this is what am I going to use it for? Will I drive in the forest? No, I will do 1,000 kilometer challenge tonight, and I need to clear the left lane. So every time there's a left lane hugger, flash, 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 get out of the way. Ooh, nice. Need to do another headlight test.
Yeah, and then if you can turn, if you want to turn it off, now you can see just the full beams. And if I blink 5 more times, just saying, okay, I'm back on, and then it follows.
Oh, now it blinks. Okay, so the ALC is a Norwegian product. It's for it to work with Tesla.
Yeah.
But if you don't have Tesla, then you don't need ALC, right?
No, then you can use, depending on if your car has a CAN bus, you need a CAN bus reader, depending on the year of the car and so on. Okay, but Tesla has LIN-bus, so that's why you need a different one.
Yeah, so 5 flash to disable it, and 5 flash to enable it again.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to do the mud flaps.
Yeah, so first we're going to take off the original ones, and it's 2 mounting plastic clips here, and then you have a 10mm bolt underneath, so you got to screw out. So just using a plastic panel popper to get the center part out.
So how do you guys find out about this? Is there some kind of online manual?
To remove them?
Yeah.
No, we've done it so much, so we kind of just know.
Oh, okay, so there's no service manual you look into?
No.
Okay.
And mostly all of the clips are made the same way. So you just got to pull it out. That's one, and then I'm going to do the other one as well. All right, we're going to mount the new ones, and we also had to take out the plastic clip here, which was behind the edge here. We took that out as well, and it's pretty nice and easy. You line them up, put the new clips in.
So it comes with new clips also?
Yeah, it comes with new clips. And it's just for all 3. Push it in, push it through. And if you have a hard time pushing in the plastic clips, you can use a heat gun to get it a little bit more movable. And that's it.
So this one doesn't require the screw?
We just had to take out the bolt to get the normal one out, not the new one.
Well, I'll see if we get any snow accumulated here or not. Well, so I think it looks nice and clean, at least It doesn't poke out too much.
Especially for a lot of newer cars don't have anywhere to mount it, like the Fisker Ocean and other cars. So this is a good option if you just want some extra light.
And also, yeah, I will test how good it is.
Yeah.
I don't expect it to be as good as LEDbar Elite, but given the price, and also you can also install this on other cars, right? For example, classic Ioniq.
Yeah, absolutely. For the Ioniq, you basically just need this, because you don't need anything to read the for it to turn it on. So you just have to wire it to one of the wires on the back of the headlight connector. I can't remember which cable, but you have to check that out first, and then just put it on the 12 volt and the ground, and then you're good to go.
So then no ALC needed, and then that package is cheaper then?
Yeah, then you basically just need the lamp and just for us to mount it, or if you want to mount it yourself, that's around 5,000 before any discounts.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I mean, no matter how bad this LEDbar might be, it's still way better than the classic Ioniq lights.
Yeah, it will help definitely.
Yeah.
Old halogen or LED lights, it's not the best, so it will get much better.
But I think that's it. So yeah, as always, if you want to buy some of these products, you can use my discount code. You check it out in description.
Yep.
But I think there's a little bug in the web shop now in Bilkomponenter. I think you can't get the discount for the package.
No, so we already put the package on a discount.
Yeah, so
for you guys.
Just contact them and they'll work out something there. But anyway, thank you so much for the installation.
Thank you.
And I think that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching and talk to you later.